Good morning, it's a super sunny Friday. Well, I say good morning, it's nearly lunchtime now. So a quick walk around the block with Bolt, and he's going into kennels as we're off to the National Running Show tomorrow, which will be great up at the NEC, so that should be an awesome day. So just getting him off the kennels, and then the wife's treating me to Nando's. Yes! Right, I'm just heading out on my evening run. It's going to be a race against the sun, so I'm going to have a bit of a climb up onto the tops and hopefully just coincide with the sun going down as I get to the top, and then it'll be a race to get back down because there's obviously no street lights at the top of this hill where I'm going, to get back before it gets dark. But just 4 miles planned, not too far, but got to race that sun. Right, let's get going. So I've just started the climb up the field. Oh, need to close this gate properly. There's sheep in the field. Right, to be fair, I think I've missed the sunset. It's just kind of a race against time to get to the top of the hill before it actually gets dark. I'm sure I can do it. Well, I haven't got much choice, I'm going to have to do it. Otherwise I'm going to be plunged into darkness, bouncing into sheep. I don't want that. Right, come on, let's get on with this hill rather than chatting away. Oh. So there you go. Made it to the top of the hill, just under 2 miles, so I'm going to do a different route to get myself back, and that'll be my 4 miles to the top of the hill chasing the sunset, which I kind of missed, but it's still pretty nice and pretty once you get to the top, even though the sun's just gone down. Right, the easy bit now, running downhill. So as you can see, I made it back in one piece. It did get dark pretty quick, but I got down off that hill and onto the pavements and the street light before it got too dark. But back home now and into the light. So just in from the National Running Show, which was great fun. Loads of people there which bumped into to chat to, from UK Run Chat, from Race Check, loads of people wearing the runner hoodies and t-shirts and stuff, so bumped into and chatted to loads of people, which is good, really good fun. And just home now, starving hungry, so just getting some food down me as I've got a long run tomorrow, so fueling up for that, so I'm ready to go early doors. So good morning, I'm out on my Sunday long run, and as you can see from the weather on my phone, it is due to rain and rain a bit more on this morning's run. So it's just a fine drizzle at the minute, but it's due to get a lot heavier. It says 100% chance of rain for almost the entire length that I'm due to be out running, so it's going to be a wet one. Got to say, I'm not particularly looking forward to getting wet and cold, but hey, once I'm warmed up and sort of really into the run, then it won't matter. It's just the beginning bit that's always the toughest bit, getting out the front door, getting acclimatised to weather. Once you get going, it's all good. So Sunday's long run, here we go. So I'm up onto Greenham Common now, and it's just getting light. But this can be a really grim, cold, windy, horrible place in the winter, and it pretty much ticks all those boxes this morning. As it's getting light, it's nice to get off the road and onto a bit of trail. It's very, very wet. To be fair though, it's not blowing too much, it's normally horrendous up here, but it's pretty chilly. It's just sort of 2 degrees, it's sort of rain, sleet coming down. So I won't stop for too long to chat, otherwise I'm going to get cold. Let's get on with this run. So I'm an hour and a half in now. It's obviously got lighter, ditched the head torch, goodness me. It's so cold, my face is completely numb, and that's why I can't speak. Yeah, ditched the head torch. Just finishing off this loop around Greenham. They're going to head back down into Newbury, maybe onto the canal path, and see where it goes from there. Oh, well, the weather conditions are getting worse and worse, as you can see. It's now snowing pretty hard. It's even settling on my hat and my clothes. Oh, it's cold. So just over 20 miles in now, and basically I'm on the I'm heading home because it's getting cold and I've almost had enough. So 20 miles done now, so we'll see how many it is when I get home. Probably 22, 23 hopefully. I can't wait to get home into the warmth. I'm frozen. There's not a bit of me which isn't wet, and I can't feel my toes, my nose or my fingers. But hey, I'm getting it done. We're winning. So after hitting 20 miles, I realised what I said. I said I'd had enough. I wanted to go home and basically given up, and that's certainly not me, and that's not really the attitude I have. The attitude should be, come on, let's keep going. It's a tough run, let's dig in. So that's exactly what I did. Another hour running on top of those 20 miles, which took me up to 4 hours out there on my feet, which was a good little training session, and 27 miles covered. So I'm glad I had a word with myself and carried on with that run rather than giving in, because that's not me, and that's not the way I'm going to get around a tough ultra run when the weather is crap and your feet are wet and you can't feel your fingers or your toes. Giving up, never an option. So I'm glad I carried on, and a good training run done. So when I get in from a long run, I'm normally freezing cold and wet. So out of them, wet clothes, hoodie, woolly hat on to get myself warmed up, and I've just run myself a bubble bath. Not very manly, but I always look forward to that after a long run. Soak the old legs. I know people say ice baths and stuff, but when I'm freezing cold, I just want to warm my body up. I feel like I'm cold to the bone at the minute, so hopefully a nice warm bath will do the trick.